Our speaker today comes from Hilliard, Ohio. He is the creator of a Radical Vision. This is an organization that has been formed to help people embrace blindness to achieve vision. He is the father of 3 amazing kids and the husband of 1 wonderful woman. He's a survivor of brain surgery and has a story that needs to be told. In his own words, I am an author, speaker, and coach who helps the hurting heal. I guide those to plan, prepare, and preserve through life adversity so they can have a vision for their life. Please join me in welcoming BrianWagner to the stage.
I assume this is on. Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
What if you woke up one morning and you couldn't see? Sounds funny, doesn't it? Not really. Literally, what if you woke up tomorrow morning and you couldn't see? Yeah, I would cry. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'd be scared. I was that. That day in 2011, that's exactly what I was. I was petrified. I ended up being blind. I couldn't see, and even, I don't know if you can tell from the distance we are away now, but I don't have control over my eyes on the right. My eye on the left is okay, but I still don't see very well. So what's happened is I was flown to Phoenix, Arizona to see this world-class doctor. He was the best in the world at having done my brain surgery. So he was the one that I went to, and he gave me hope. He's the guy that's responsible for me being able to walk the hall of that hospital the same afternoon that I had surgery, brain surgery, where they actually went into my brain and pulled something out and closed me back up and put me in the bed. It was amazing that I was able to do that. Then, that very next day, I actually was discharged from the hospital. Discharged from the hospital after having brain surgery after only 1 day. That's absolutely amazing. They could almost do this as an outpatient procedure. It's absolutely amazing. Well, I had self-limiting beliefs before that. Self-limiting beliefs. What are they? Well, we're going to, as we talk today, we're going to call them SLBs. SLBs are those little voices that you sometimes hear in your head that tell you that you're not good enough. They tell you that you don't have enough. They tell you you don't have the right degree, and they tell you that you're not going to make it. I'm here to tell you those SLBs are wrong. Well, after having brain surgery, my SLBs went crazy. I mean crazy. I couldn't see, and I couldn't drive, obviously, because I couldn't see. But then I couldn't even look at a computer. It was awful. Oh, I should tell you that my job that I had at the time was driving around Central Ohio, all over Ohio, and selling computers. So how does that work? It wasn't easy. But I had to come to the realization, I had to come to grips with the fact that some things just weren't going to change. I had to accept the fact that sometimes I run over the rails in the car wash because I just can't see where I'm supposed to be. I had to accept the fact that sometimes I'm going to pull up too close to the drive-through window. And I've clipped a few of those. Thank goodness I have not disposable, but retractable mirrors that give way when I hit something. And I've hit plenty of things. But don't tell my wife, she's not here. Okay, good, thanks. But I mean, self-limiting, I had to overcome all these things and come to the realization that, I wasn't going to be able to play sports like I used to because I just can't see the ball and I can't catch a ball coming out of midair. I had to accept the fact that I can't play catch with my kids. I mean, that's a big deal. I had to come to the realization that all those things were gone. So I had to understand, why am I here? What is my purpose? And I had to do that without SLBs. SLBs, some examples of SLBs are things like, I'm not good enough. What are some other SLBs that you can think of? What's that? I'm sorry?
I'm garbage, he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah?
Worthless.
You're worthless. Yeah? You stink. Why me? You think about things like, why me? Well, there's a guy named Adam Helbling who actually was a bipolar guy, and that means he had neurological issues. And what he did is he stopped taking his medication. And that's a bad thing for somebody with bipolarness. And what he did is he got behind the wheel, and he had a terrible accident. He was paralyzed from that accident. He had to overcome his own SLBs. He had to be able to do things that got him beyond that. There's other SLBs like, I'm not going to make that team. They'll never pick me. How do you get beyond that? Well, you get beyond that by seeing through all that. You got to realize that those people aren't going to be there when you're older. Those people are going to look up to you when you're older. What are some other SLBs? SLBs are also things like, I'm not getting enough good grades. I'm not smart enough. That's bad English, isn't it? I'm not smart enough. Things like that will bring you down. So the SLBs that you have to realize that they don't exist. I got 11 D's and an F as I was going through school, and I still made it. I don't know how. Ask my dad. He'll tell you he doesn't know how. But, things like that are important for us to realize that we can overcome them. Got any ideas how we can overcome our SLBs? Any ideas?
Thinking positively.
Thinking positively. You're the man. You set me up. That's perfect. Okay, there's a book. And I know we don't all read, but I want to encourage you to read. Because in this book, it was written by John Gordon. Not Jeff Gordon. John Gordon. And John Gordon tells a story in a book about the positive dog. Well, the positive dog, we all have, as he says, we all have two dogs that live inside of us every day. We have a positive dog, the dog that's always glass is half full. He's always happy. He's always, he's there, right? And then we also have, on the other side of us, we have a negative dog. And that negative dog is always glass is half empty. He's always mad, he's always bad, and he's always sad. The point of the story is, which dog is going to win if there's a fight? Which dog are you going to let win over your life? Who are you going to be to other people? Are you going to be the positive dog, or are you going to be the negative dog? I'll tell you which one's going to win, though. The one that's going to win is the one that you feed the most. So I want to encourage you to feed the positive dog. That's really important. So that means, determining what you take in. What news do you take in? What social media do you take in? All those things. Another way you can improve or get over your SLBs is to be able to keep going, no matter what. No matter what, no matter anything. Just keep going. It's really important, and I want to stress to you today that no matter how bad things get, how many voices you hear in your head, that you just need to keep going. And I guess the last thing I'd like to leave you with today is that I do this speaking now because I've overcome my SLBs. I've overcome my SLBs that said that I couldn't stand up in front of a group of people in Norwood, Ohio, and talk to them about what I'm talking to you about today. I've overcome that SLB. I want to encourage you to do the same thing. And if you know of anyone that needs to have some SLBs taken out of their lives, I would like to go speak with them. I'd like to go speak to their school. I'd like to go speak to their community. It doesn't matter because I want to be able to help. I've met a lot of people here today. I mean, there's people like Trevette. I mean, she's beautiful. Her name is spelled Trevette. T-R-A-V-E-T-E-T-T-E. I mean, I wouldn't have thought to spell it Trevette. There's another girl. Her name is Billeen. B-I-L-L something something N. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. Isn't it really interesting how different people spell their names differently? Isn't it? And it is awesome, and how important it is to them. Well, there's no mistaking how to spell my name. My name is Brian. Hi. And that's with one I.
Now with the Y.
You got it. Nice job. Thank you.